Okay, sink at temperature T2. Let L be the length of the rod. A be the area of cross section. Okay, I'll define one more quantity called as coefficient of thermal conductivity or coefficient of thermal conductivity of the rod. So here, so X is what I'll measure from here. This is X equal to 0. This is X equal to L. And at any distance, let this be X. So if you take a small element, what is the thickness of this element? Let it be dx. Here temperature will be T plus dt and the temperature here will be T. And the heat will flow like this in this direction. So rather than heat, I'll call like a thermal power. Amount of heat flowing per second, because I'm also interested in time. Okay, this H is called as thermal power or rate of flow of heat or heat current. Now, different names are there. So what is the unit for this? Watt or joule per second. Yeah, it's a joule, no? It is a form of energy. So the unit will be expressed like this. Okay, I'm interested in this particular heat. Or so the thermal power or rate of flow of heat or heat current, on what all factor depends. So this H is directly proportional to area. The thermal power flowing across the rod is directly proportional to area. How come? If area of cross section increases, then more number of atoms will be involved in transfer of heat. Then more amount of heat per second will flow through a given segment. I think it's quite clear, no? If I increase the area of cross section, what happens? More atoms will come into picture in transfer of heat per second. So therefore, the thermal power is directly proportional to area of cross section. Then inversely proportional to length. Thermal power, not only heat, thermal power. So as I increase length, then what happens? The energy will take more time to move from one end to another end. Able to check this condition? As I increase the length of the rod, then the energy will take more time, because this is not just energy, rate of flow of energy, rate of flow of heat or thermal power. Power means what happened? Energy by time. So as I increase the length of the rod, it will take more time. So therefore, inversely proportional. Then next, directly proportional to temperature difference. Greater the temperature difference across the rod, then more amount of energy per second will flow through the rod. So to remove this proportionality constant, I'll introduce okay, no. So what are this? L is the length of the rod. Area of cross section of rod. K is quotient of thermal conductivity of rod. What can be unit for K? Watt per meter per Kelvin. Is it okay? No. So this will be the unit for the quotient of thermal conductivity, and it will be different for different material. The value of K will be different for different material. I think this will have watt, no, joule per second watt, L square and L, 1L, and temperature difference, Kelvin. So watt per meter per Kelvin, that will be unit for that. For different materials, the value of K will be different. No, let's take the wooden rod. Wood will permit the flow of heat? No, it's a very good insulator, no? So therefore, what will happen? What is the value of K? for wood will be very low. If a good conductor of it, the value of K will be more. If the bad conductor of it, the value of K will be very less. So like that, the K is very important. You can ask questions, sir, what is use of this? Why we have to study? Again, I'm telling this one, science is not about just gathering some information. Science is not about gathering information. If you again go back to Western countries, what is the temperature usually they come across? Maximum 17 or 20, you can put it. The rest all what happened almost in 1 year, the 8 months or the 9 months, they will spend at temperature less than 10 or around 5. So surviving at 5 degrees, 10 degrees, very problematic. So they have to keep themselves warm. Then they started investigation, like what are the materials available which will protect us from the cold. That's why they started studying all these things. Okay, why in India there is no science and technology? Why do we need all this warm substance? Even in winter also, how many of us will really wear sweaters, jackets, or woolen sweaters? How many that one? Hardly no, 10% of people. Remaining what happen? Okay, I will manage. Some people without, with just beer, like if you go look at the labor, no, they don't wear even any woolen sweater, nothing. They'll work. It's a tropical country. There's no need of for us to protect from the cold. Only in some northern part of India, yes, that too for 1 month it will be there. So the nature here, what happened, has given us a plenty of flexibility for us. Hmm? We need not to bother. We need not to struggle to survive here. That's why what happened, our ancestors least bothered about all this conduction, radiation, all these things. But if you go for Western countries, no, they have to survive in that cold. There's no other way. All 365 days they'll encounter cold. So what to do that one is, okay, let's start exploring the nature. They have brought it. Are you getting the difference why the science and technology is very poor? Because it all depends upon the nature's conditions. In tropical conditions, what happened? There's no need of science and technology in day-to-day life. That's what, if you want to survive, you can survive. But Western countries not like that. They have to fight against the nature. That's why the science there, it has grown like anything. So once it started growing, no, then the human desires adapted and they wanted more and more comforts, and they took help of science and technology. The more inventions came, the more comfortable life they have encountered. This is a thing. So you want rank, a desire in you will make you to think. Less desire in you will not make you to think. So some of you asked me like, sir, what today I'm not getting marks. I think you are the problem. Your desires are the problem. You don't have the desire to get better marks. Okay, maybe your tongue is what speaking, that's all. You want a rank, but your art, what happened, has not still accepted. The moment what when you realize that I should get a rank and you start working, you'll get a rank. This is very important. So students will think that internally, what is the desire for you to get a better rank? If the desire is there, you'll get a rank. Finish over. No other way. So many students will tell Excel like, yeah, I'm reading, I'm not getting rank. Basically, you are not interested. If you are interested, you'll make observation, you'll get a rank. Finish short. There's no any second thought, because see, I don't want to talk magical things. That is my, maybe you can call my nature. What is that? Straightforward. Sir, I'm not getting marks. You are not interested. Finish short. There's a difference between realization and knowing. You just have a information that I'm going to write exam weekend, I should get a marks, but you are not realized it. By heart, what happened? You want to score a better marks. Not there. There's a thing. So therefore, for all your problems, what happen? Yourself is the solution, not teacher. If you talk to me, do you think that really problems will solve? No. You think and you introspect yourself. What you want finally? As you want a better rank, make observation. Internally, the desire should be there, to learn things, to understand, to analyze, to fight with it. I should get a knowledge, I should get a better rank. No need of any teacher, no need of this coaching also. Take books, start reading, you'll get a knowledge. Good example, myself. You know, all I am like a engineering field. I am nowhere related to basic science. Nowhere related. I don't know much about this. Long back, when I was in intermediate, I studied all these things. Finish or after this, why I'll read all this? But I'm interested to teach this one. I started reading. Finish or I never took any coaching from anybody. I was interested. That's all, to teach physics. Okay, I took books and started reading. Finish or that's what I'm interested by heart. So this is what needed. When this is missing, no, then it's all acting. That I'm not getting marks, like I'm unable to solve problem, I'm unable to do this one. Your internal desire is very important. There's a hard fact. So what happens, students, instead of this, what will happen? They'll do all other things. So introspect yourself. I think in English word we say introspect means you ask yourself, take one paper, pen. Okay, do you want rank or not? By art, what you are interested. Analyze, think on yourself. That's why I tell you, son, every day, 10 minutes, what when you think about yourself, what I'm doing, how I'm preparing, what shall I do? Okay, why don't you ask yourself this one? Where I'm going, what sir is telling and what I am doing, why I'm unable to do the problem. You ask yourself, there is a lot of things, then a very best scientist is hidden in you. Very best engineer is there in you. You should realize it. See, God has given everyone the same brain, the same body, the same resources. Will you utilize it? You will get success. So it's never that intellectual has come by family background. This, as a science teacher, I should tell. Intellectual is not an a inheritance of the family characteristics. Means not by genetics. This I am telling you very clearly. If that is the case, scientist's son would have been only scientist, and labor's son would have been labor. But you know, you look at the outside world, how random heterogeneous are there. Whose kid who will become? Now my son is there. My son may become good engineer or not. I don't know. It all depends on his interest. I was a good engineer. I'm not sure what can happen to my son. So since I'm a good engineer, my son will become good engineer, no doubt. My father was a farmer. I should have been good farmer. I become good engineer. How it is possible? Is it family genetics? No, nothing. Nothing to do. So the intelligence is not a family inheritance. Come out of that one. You should have been well-educated family. First, you come out of that. God should bless you with a good brain. Nothing like that. Everyone is having the same potential. Or it's all about your interest. Future, how you want. Okay, that will decide. Okay, there's a very hard conclusion. So now you're not getting marks. Who is responsible? You are responsible. Finish. Oh, that's all. Finish. Yourself not interested to get a marks. That's why no, your parents are very intelligent and they'll scold you. If you're not getting marks, no, they don't scold teacher. They scold you only because they know that you're not studying properly. You are not showing interest. So for all your troubles, solution is there with you. You are only trouble creator and you are only the what happens can eliminate the troubles. The student will realize this, he will grow. Students who thinks that still something, okay, teacher will do something magic and I will get a rank means, okay, you'll be there like this only. Yeah? Even after, along with your grandson also, you take coaching under me, you'll be like this only. Your son, grandsons will get into IT, but you'll be there like this only coaching for. You'll be taking coaching under me. Getting the idea? Please do think all of you, because I do talk very less with a student. In fact, I don't want to, but what I tell is that will be very small information. Who will accept it? You'll benefit it. Still, if you believe in miracles will happen in science, God only will help you. Everything comes from interest, personal interest, a desire to achieve more. Quickly, this one realization by heart, yes, I should achieve this. I can go for any length of sacrifice. This is second, third thing. Fourth one, the effort, proportional effort, not like desire. Oh, okay, sir, I want to become, I want a good rank. Even I also dream I should become best teacher in the world. Okay, if I just dream, not possible, no. Proportionally, what I should do. Proportionally, I should put effort. I should also think on different. Hey, what is Sriman? What is the problem? I'm muting and again you are unmuting. Huh? Okay, this one. So these are some hard facts are there. So solve your own problems. So I'm here to help you. To some extent, I can help you. Some extent, I can give guidance. But the trouble you are yourself for your troubles, you are the solution, and you are the trouble creator, and you are the what weapon person who can dig deep and you can overcome that troubles and you can get the success here. Okay, fine. So these are the very important. So that's why no, you just read the life history of the scientists because they will help you a lot. Okay, do instead of reading Harry Potter, I don't know. Some nowadays many purchase Harry Potter. I seen maximum travel. No, they'll be reading Harry Potter. I'll ask them, "What you are?" I'm engineer. I'm a chartered account. I'm preparing for chartered account. I'm preparing for IAS. I'm taking ITJ coaching, and you're reading Harry Potter. Tell me how it will help you. Why don't you read the life history of scientists? Because they are their life is what closely related. No, because you should lead a life of that kind. Harry Potter, what to do with Harry Potter? I'm not against you. Some read novels. They'll read novels. What is novel? That one you want to become literature author? Okay, read that. That will help you. No. So read science-related life history of many persons. That will help you a lot. Oh, then you realize, oh, this is what I should be like this. The mindset will change. Even I too thought it's not like say I too thought like one fine day I'll get a knowledge, but it never happened. It never happened. I struggled to acquire this knowledge. It's not that easy. Okay, anybody interested, you can talk to my wife. She will tell like how much I struggled to acquire this knowledge. Not that easy. To speak on any subject, what happens, not that easy. So everything comes by struggle and hard work. This is what now what happened. We have reached a level where suddenly everything should happen. So wrong thing it is. Okay, not understanding. Read one time, two times, three times, 10 times, 100 times you read. What is there in that one? Take book to the bathroom, keep it there, read it. When you are eating, okay, keep book aside and read it. What is there? What's wrong in that one? Okay, let's get into this one. Okay, I think I took almost 10 minutes in advising. Okay, no. This is the very best chapter. I'm telling this one. You better Google it and look at the houses, how they construct in Northern Europe or the Canada. Best example, Canada, no? They're Northern Canada. The temperatures will be almost everything. Country will be nice. Northern Canada, not Southern Canada. Southern Canada will be like India. Northern Canada will be purely like a Kashmir, Himalayas. Temperature will be very low. Okay, you look at that one. Just type Northern Canada, the lifestyle there, no, you can see the way they are struggling. The heater coils, everything, their houses made up of wood, the jackets they wear. So it's a everyday struggle for them. Please Google it. Okay, see that one. Northern parts, northern, because I think nobody is there at Antarctica. We have Greenland is there. Okay, Iceland, Northern Europe, and Northern Canada is what you can see this impact of this conduction. Okay, this like this. What happened? We have designed a formula. Okay, this one. What is the unit for H? H is what? The thermal power. Amount of heat flowing per second. The meaning of that one. Okay, this I'll write it in a very simple way. This will be KAL delta T temperature difference. Or this further delta T by R. What is R? thermal resistance, I'll call it. This analogy very important, thermal resistance. Like this is similar to current, temperature difference, potential difference, and there's a rod, and there's a thermal resistance. So similar to like a current LCD, suppose if there's a rod, it will have thermal resistance. It is a temperature T1, T2, and then heat current will flow. So this is similar to what you see in electrical resistance, potential difference V1, V2, and a current I will flow. So how you write I? Delta V by R. What you write H? Delta T by R. I think this will help us a lot, no? So why do this current will flow? Due to potential difference. Why do this heat current will flow? Though it's a power, I'll call heat current because comparing the with Ohm's law. But actually it's a power. This H is not a heat, it's not an energy, it's like a power flowing through the rod. The power flowing through the rod, I'll call that as heat current, which is equal to temperature difference by thermal resistance. Electric current is equal to electric potential by electrical resistance. Why I'm comparing this one? What all we study problems, again, the same thing I'm going to discuss in second year syllabus, current LCT. Therefore, I should compare. I should make students to think like this also. This is an analogy. Current LCT, Ohm's law. This is like a conduction. Again, don't call Ohm's law for thermal conductor because this is a power. This is a electrical power it is. This is electrical power. Also like there's a thermal power by temperature difference by resistance. But still, to compare with our Ohm's law, no, similar to current LCT, I'll call this as a heat current. Heat current equal to temperature difference by resistance. So what I'll call this one? A thermal resistance. Okay, well, sir, why you brought word resistance? So I'm now wanted to study the rod. What opposition? So what is this thermal resistance? How you define? It's a measure of opposition by the rod to the flow of heat. That is called a thermal resistance. Because this rod, what happened? Will it permit easily the heat energy to pass through it? No. How much of that opposition? That's what I'm expressing like that here. So are you getting now? So the rod, what happened? Definitely will oppose the flow of heat current. How much the measure of that opposition to the flow of heat current by the material of the rod is called like a thermal resistance. Resistance, all of you, resistance. Will the rod will permit easily? No. The heat energy will encounter some opposition by the material. That particular thing is called like a thermal resistance. So getting the idea now. So this thermal resistance depends on what? Depends on material. So iron, low, so like a high thermal conductivity, low resistance. So if value of K is more, less resistance by the material to the flow of thermal power. If value of K is less, then more resistance. Then it will not flow easily. Okay, now I want to protect myself from cold. Tell me like, what should be the material? The woolen, if you go and check the woolen is having less thermal conductivity. It will not permit the heat to flow through easily. So therefore, I'll start wearing the woolen sweaters. In summer, so what happened? There should be flow of heat from the body to the surroundings. No? So what type of material I should use? I should use material which should permit the heat to pass through easily in summer. If I wear woolen sweaters in summer, no exchange of heat will occur. So like that happen based on the temperatures what happen, we are going for the type of clothes. Based on the seasons, we should wear the type of clothes. So if I wear jeans in summer, any problem? Yes, there's a big problem because I don't know. In winter, I should wear jeans to protect. So that's why the Western countries, why they brought jeans. What is they? It's not a fashion to protect from cold. They have to survive. That's why they brought a cloth which will be thick and we should not permit the heat to flow. There's a technology what happened that they are using. Even in India, as nowadays, what happens, the jeans they have come where the thermal conductivity what happens slightly we are varied it so that we can feel comfortable by wearing jeans. So therefore, if you are wearing jeans in summer, the material of jeans should be checked it. Cotton jeans, what we call. Am I right? I do have some 3-4 jeans, of which 2 are of cotton and 2 are which I can wear in winter. Okay, the one which I wear in winter, no, so that will be like a thick, means which will not permit it to flow. And the cotton jeans is which I can wear even in summer also. Like that, for tropical countries, they have brought the particular cotton jeans. Hmm? Getting the idea? So the dress what we wear, no, is based on season. So this keeping these things in mind. Okay, let's get into the numerical part. Okay, this is about the thing. Okay, now in the differential form, the same equation in the differential form, we write like this: Ka minus dt by dx. Why this negative sign? Because there's a temperature gradient. Or this will be dq by dt. What do you mean by negative sign? As x increases, as x increases, the temperature decreases. So therefore, a negative temperature gradient is established here. So this will be form what we'll be using in numerical. Some any integration somewhere needed, no, we'll be using this one. Both are correct. So why you are not showing negative sign? This is just like a scale. You can select only magnitude I'm expressing here. Then temperature gradient. Whenever k and a are variable, you have to use this particular form. When k and a are fixed, use this particular form. Okay, what is this? Shall we call thermal power? Q by T, say energy by time, heat current, or rate of flow of heat. When you use differential form, use this one. Okay, why negative sign? Negative temperature gradient. As x increases, temperature decreases. So therefore, minus dt by dx. So you can see this. Okay, some of you are asking still. I think it's quite clear, no? At a distance x, what is the temperature? T plus dt. At a distance x plus dx, temperature is T. So dt by dx will be negative. And we are discussing steady state. So what is a steady state means? No more absorption of heat from the segments. The segments are only involved in transfer of heat. Okay, have a look on this. I'll have water. Okay, we'll proceed now. Let me take two rods.